On this adventure, we went to Alabama.
Yes, so we got to go to Alabama over the weekend. It was a fun adventure for the family. This is like our second road trip because we prefer to fly, but my dad ended up actually driving us to Alabama, so we got to relax and sit back and just enjoy nature and see the sights here. So they have a lot of crops growing in Alabama on the waves that you can see. So that's my dad. Those are the kids. They were drawing. They were on a tablet. They were on a phone on our way to Alabama so they can keep themselves entertained. This is the bridge that we go across from to get from Georgia to Alabama. And it was so funny because my dad was like, you have to be careful going across the bridge because a lot of the Alabama police be sitting there as soon as you come over. And then guess what we see? Soon as we finish crossing the bridge, the police was actually sitting there, not sitting there. They had actually just pulled somebody over that you can see right there on the left hand side as we were coming in town. So this is our on our way. So this is like our final stretch before we got to our house in Alabama. And we just was talking about how the trees, how they sell the pine up there, and sell it for like timber and stuff. So like we were looking at all the baby trees that they were growing. And then this is us. We just finally made it to the house, and when we got there, my grandma was actually sitting outside waiting for us to come up because we told her it was close. So we actually had family game night while we were up there. And then the next day we had like a little small family reunion at the church, and we got to see all of our family that had passed on and where they were buried at. So this is like our family cemetery there in Alabama from my dad's side. And it was a grave that had got open that you could see the bones and stuff in there. And it was kind of creepy because, insects kept coming out of it. And then we were just looking around and we had like seen some of the graves. They just had like the day that they died and not just like when they were born. So I was just looking and seeing there. And one of our cousins actually had a golf cart and let him just drive the golf cart. So this was him driving. Actually, back in the day when I was younger, my uncle that has now passed away, he actually had like ATVs, so like four-wheelers, three-wheelers and stuff, and we used to ride those back like in the woods, because he had like a little house back there, and so that's what we used to do. So, but I was glad that he was got to be able to drive the golf cart. I'll let him just tell you about his experience driving a golf cart.
When I was riding a golf cart, it felt like wonder. It felt wonderful. It felt like I was actually driving a car.
We also got to see the family Bible that had the marriage certificate, marriages, births from my family, and deaths from my family. So that was our trip. Short and sweet, and we enjoyed, and we got to see our family. All right, you had a good time?
Yes.
All right, until the next adventure.